Will bankruptcy filing impact my spouse or cosigner? I think this question typically talks about their particular credit, and typically filing a bankruptcy will impact a cosigner if they are on the same debt that you're on. For example, I'm married, but my spouse is not on some of my debts. So if I file, that does not impact my spouse's credit. However, if my spouse is my cosigner, or if my dad or my mom is my cosigner on a debt, it doesn't matter who's on the top or who's on the bottom of the given debt. You are jointly and severally liable for debts if you've got a cosigner. So, will it impact that individual? Yes. Let's look in the Chapter 7 context. If a Chapter 7 debt is co-signed for a mortgage or a car and you keep paying on it, then there won't be an impact on that person's credit. And the debt on their credit should not show up that bankruptcy has been filed either. If you don't pay for the debt, so you've got a car that you co-signed on and you choose to not pay for that, then it will have a negative impact on the cosigner because the creditor is not getting paid, either by you or the cosigner. In a Chapter 13, it almost always negatively impacts cosigners because in Chapter 13s, the trustees receive payments from you and then they distribute payments to your creditors in their own schedule. It doesn't go according to your own loan documents. So the timing, the amounts of payments change month to month even, and so that looks really negative on a credit report, which tracks the timing and the amount of the payments. So if you file a Chapter 13 and you have a cosigner, you can almost always count that it will negatively impact that cosigner's credit. Now, if you're deciding whether or not to do a Chapter 7 or a Chapter 13 bankruptcy case and you're worried about your cosigners and you think, how will this impact them? You really do want to sit down with a lawyer and talk it through with them. Make sure you tell the lawyer all of the different creditors that you owe and any cosigners on any of those debts, so that way you can thoroughly understand what the consequence of filing would be. As you know, this is just informational and educational in nature. It doesn't count as legal advice for you. Thanks.